under the comments. We are live on Facebook and then also on TikTok. Commenting about say, Lumba ire bapa bi na no abeka nea wo famu di akyere Ghana wo ho. And come on for ho bejo. Na nipa bebre be ferry what they are supporting against obia what the humanity sacrifice
humanity
over the years. I know him say na be ba na nka papa bi oye yanko receipts. Nanka na mo bia o to your investment bia yanko receipt because cost there. Makato say yenyi nyankopon dance here wo ho.
Church room.
Say the obey bia receipt. Money receipt yo
Zamba receipt.
Aware kra ye nyina edim say aware na fe kra ye say aware na dance ni we chest. Can you imagine? Say dance ni we chest say. Ba ni edi panza na mreba o. Ni paso na tena se chekere mre o. Until let us be human first before anything else. Okay, the American say. Say the obey be receipt. Ma wo mu tia mo boyfriends no mu kunum fees masters or sponsor the boy. O cost we are receipt yo. Na mo ki show say one indicate say this one legally binding. Na that wo the buy dance here or court. Because ma me na receipt inti. Ne papa ya shegu.
No tomorrow.
Na warrior kura nipa di adanse na mra etai tiempo. Yes, I worry and I don't see who say wa worry. Etino ya no de na ma hu say Sally twam no watem komo no say ka to say utwam.
Sally. Pass Sally.
Na say so wo na ya bra ye nto ankomo ni. Sally ma ye left us.
Say by this time Zangba wife Zangba receipt re to kwete.
What say ya be from okra mun receipt. Say bibia ya be provide. Because ya ware kra mo say angware ya dia. And ya mo be fro ya be ma mo receipt. We ma receipt ya say wa fro ya da che be dia da say wo fro me.
Time like you
say wo pata ma de fro ya nyina left us say ya ntro time nto so. Bibia. Producer me da say so ama me akwanya Sally
baby like
mo the microphone no ma me na say me wo jere sai what is CD man o say asha wo kura for take receipt o e kro ma be dey rough dey mo here no just say mo hunu suo na nkasa man solve problem no man save society enti we have lost everything including this already no shekane na usuro say ubedi ohene atem ene yedi otumfo atem yedi anim ye deep president atem ye dragi obia we have lost that part ananke bon pese kakra society be dey ebe fixes eno so na ayese animonyama san ba panyi ho kane ni esuro panyi san ne mani nyina ni ho biomo se aware kakra no so a ne anim say ye institution bi a ekuta ye no se de mo ye kire se emfa so ni so animonyamu ni ho na se bi aware de obia wo problems won aware mu aware obia ni ho ane de no eye to say the wedding itself. And you know, you don't depend on the problem to weaken the marriage institution. You don't say that. And then glorify what we are supposed to look down. When we say, can you know, you try to assume, you try to assume, you say, you musuo. Say, you be you musuo, you glorify, no. A dear into society will not get better. With baby, you do no. You be worry, mema be worry, mema, and they will justify it. Because the real life, as culture, tradition, the morals, if you are worried about problem, yes, you try no your basis and kase, and unti plano, and then the whole level you pay. You don't say that. We don't for cause or my worry, but they still call it marriage until some best a divorce. No, it is marriage. So don't justify it with basis elements of things that are possible. Say, bet me see, and will be our either by mutual agreement or by circumstance. What's the American? We should be human because we're humans before the laws. We made the laws, and the laws were made for us. Intino, Talia Kwaba.
Oh, I know why am very emotional.
Yo, my sister. It is the society. It is not even about us. It is the precedents I are setting and how this is going to affect the society. Your man will not live to enjoy the lives we lived. Shekanini beto ya na kanswa. Me beto me mame. And that's how the so we are wiping everything that is us. We are losing everything, and it is so painful that we are not looking at it from that angle. They're only considering the normal niyama etumisi wa man for our ase. What did the American say? They are justify. It be affecting morality. It be affecting your future, our way of thinking and doing things. What is the essence of marrying and sacrificing and being tolerant enough that your husband even testify in songs that this woman would allow me go and see other women, sleep with other women, have kids, and still be tolerant. So if she was tolerant for 17 years, for that same man to go on and have children with another woman, that justify that the woman was no more a wife, was not responsible, because she understood the man that she had stayed with all the years, and the things that the man has done over and over, and so she has become used to. So there was no cause for alarm because I know my husband. But I knew that one day, I didn't know that one day would be death. So in death, I am the wife. And you don't want to agree to this? Sister, Kasayenti.
Oh, and then you're like, why very emotional? And I completely understand that. Okay, I say Baha, I think it's a Thursday, Mboa. Say can say
yeah, but her Thursday and you be doing come before the judgment.
Yeah, trend verdict and I'm a verdict but verdict na anya no kware. To say they all come ho asam no na embra no eye enipa na hyehyɛ. Nti when it's time to shoot the narrative o betimi atwist it amana save and shoot your narrative. But one thing and them per se yenya consolation if you say I'm glad Lumba died.
Tell us why.
First pa no na me so wade na Lumba wu, but I'm glad say papa na wu. Say be ya Mami Akosua Serwaa benya ne peace of mind. Lumba died so that the woman can actually see herself again as a woman.
Ohemaa
because
Woyegye.
He was a constant reminder of the sacrifices and the pain and what go through no. It is a no. That's when you be my say you don't see the pain. Time no pain no will go. It's immediate. I sit here and I say I'm glad he died, and I'm glad he suffered before he died. Because no one can say why they also a bray or like 15 years. Say, why won't you suffer?
But must you say that?
I am saying
for
that
for the sufferation part.
No. He needed to go through that because you see, you can't cause people pain and expect to say what you say. We will be okay. You can't cause people pain and expect say you'll be fine because from every indication, your system, your tradition, near the no, and boaware, hima. And boy worry in a sense say why a traditional marriage na wie no because say tete no ana yetina ho no be ma hu meboa hu oba no akonebusia ho akoye investigation ahwe say yare owo ana edawo nyama bia wo mu a ansa said oba ne sitie na oba waka say oh me hu flower bi ofie ha ana mpesa me yedai me plugi. The fact is say o shemba nyina wo wiase nyina no oba Ohemaa wo do ano no e kire say waka na akume mu say obey dedicated to you. That's what it means. It's whether traditionally, whether legally, obia warrior, no woman, born of a woman, has the right to obeka so oba bekotare ho. Obia justify, court to justify say traditionally or warrior in the 90, like or warrior in 2010. Bayenshe, e ben ye warrior Madam Akosua Serwaa. E warrior 1991. It's 19 years after the marriage. Now cry better home. Why are we not talking about that? Why are we not talking about say you so wrong to say or be a worry? No, but why are we not talking about that? But rather no, I say Endra Dazi TV I think guy na well channel na Diana no or interview lawyer Kusino.
Okay.
He says something say everybody is looking at the half of their glass.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
But a formula in so many films, Ushieguma, a Shiegua na ba half, no, nobody is looking at that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so profound. Say, boy, need to be nyasa say we are looking at and so half na bedroom no. Na down no san bedroom half of this way. What are we talking about it? Why are we not talking about that? Because if we baby, ne bedroom baby. 19 years of sacrifice. Utien kofo semwa. Oni Dada Lumba nyana na eye nkrata. Na so say Lumba adwum boniti ne nkrata no sa anyeye. Anyeye mo betena Ghana. Obetena Ghana sister ni nya ne de. no de be worry o ko no Nyankopon pese wo kire ne say wonye ni papa eti ese oba na boa no humiliate no else oba na boa na humiliate no. How can you so be a worry wo kan ho asem? There's no single enuma ye ba woman Akosua Serwaa di first. There's no new. It is hard na wo ye ni nya se na wo pra no wo dem no ashada be bonum wo abonte for us to see say you are a good husband. You deserve to die. E wona Lumba ewu no e wo so wu na Akosua Serwaa enya liberation because maame no sister who was suffer when you said now no ya 3 days ago me call me uncle ho say Lumba kra o sabe di me cousin echi I know person me cousin the kra woman 102.9 what you say no that was his lifestyle. That was the person that he was. By a shielding, all because say Akosua Serwaa who say he was her investment. It won't be cancer and say investment. That was her greatest mistake. That was some many greatest mistake. And oba me catch say your tradition any idea no I fail ye ko bema ko chiti said your boss oh bema dear and what's what no baba ko bema dear sano yakupo bo bema so won chiti e he for the bar say Adam chiti ye onyakupo bo ba ni bema. So what are you talking about?
I know the man Becca say na how I pen the ohundra.
Hello tia sano onyakupo bo no
that's what they would say though.
Sano onyakupo bo no ano Nyankopon ma Adam die no yi ne mfe mpario ana ode ye de ode bo Eve eti be ma bia be ware oba bibi free wo ho asa no ware oba no eti oba de say who holding in high esteem. The fact that we are not talking about the 19 years obi be tare ho no that is where the challenge is. That is where the challenge is. Ame pa me ni Madam Akosua Serwaa akame hohoro mensa every bia hu dia mo dobroni if you say no the happiness and say all cause another woman pain. That's what she thrives on. It's a me mama no ke ye ne member what you say me mofra dear of a friend say age on person mo ba take a decision to come but me member in fact e japadian do be mama me ba no man no fa ma no but they me dey brain nya coming for the crown contest. One fa
really?
Yes, and I wouldn't. You know why? Because bear man and they say oh no. Oh no. That's a plain simple words. Any day. No, Missy, what I say? Even 2019 and wa worry. Odobroni no allegedly no. What grantee interview no. Ewo and the dossier. What said the year ba akope?
He said it.
What kind said the year ba akope? It is a when you shameless. I can man what denounce you wa bontia so much. Akawu you know be ba pray home. And for be and pray home. To me dear, Madam Akosua Serwaa, Lumba had to die. But Akosua Serwaa to walk free. Lumba had to suffer. But Akosua Serwaa had to go to say a kuno allegedly. See me and call he deserved everything that was done to him that day. I will ye.
No, I'm not
considerate. Lumba has never been considerate of the feelings of Emma. He has never been considerate of Emma. Sesame kasache okwen ono ne sati tutugu ne enkofo asum se eyire na ware no court no na ye fake. Se wono be ma okopo ba okopo vagina ewrem.
Men are capable.
Be ma okopo vagina as young as 16 17 ewrem.
The answer so okay ni na.
Se nyina obeka bi wo wiase.
Ohemaa Woyegye.
No ba chimifo no so obefa no so no na so wagye edi. Oba na wagimi a wadwene wo fom no na so wagye edi. Ana wode na ewu ma na wode na ewu ma ana wode na me say woni say verdict ne baaye no Ohemaa enkofo efre me They don't know. We said the advocacy people were actually listening.
Yeah, very well. And majority of the people wanted the other side.
Exactly.
Or they wanted a different.
Exactly.
I mean, like decision. I don't know why.
Me say
it a few people.
Because
majority of the people were all waiting to hear that Akosua Serwaa, which is granted, glorified as the wife.
All the people that are supporting a friend is Akosua Serwaa.
Even Omukra as a man undercover because they are ashamed of what they are supporting. Any moral ground, any moral basis.
They didn't see better. Those people supporting Odobroni, in their homes, they never saw better. What I say? It does so my mamenom, Edin Kofo Kunumechi. And I say, what I say, almost sistanum. So they didn't see anything growing up. Into what they know is that you can be a side piece and be comfortable with it. But Oba, so your bar. No, your ban on where fair or bar what why can't you also have your own man? It's a moment in a chin in Narano. What yes, and then I saw some young girls on a TV station jubilating. Omaniaje. Akosua Serwaa is being humiliated. Beba mo so. Beba mo maso. Amaye mo ya.
Ubenya betu de nyeduabo.
Ebeba mo so.
Da weni mo twa.
What you say? And there are certain people that are same way by ya. I'm cool with them. I'm beginning to question say whether or not I should ever associate be cool with them. Because me foundation ni nyina a Bible based principle na me de tena wi ase. It will be a based in Ibeno. You can never be my friend. And I was questioning somebody that said, I don't a side chick, because the way that the person spoke, I thought that the person was a level-headed person. What I say, who say, but if the other person is not seeing better. If you want to papa, it won't. Papa biya day.
Say, and the sad part of it, you're normalizing Myanmar can yes. You know, but I'm not surprised that people die too young.
Of course.
What a shock. Young girl, 23 years, 31, 27,
Because of Sanya.
Unfortunately, when they die, they don't come back to tell. If you are a foot to
what's I say?
And I'm sure it is because on social media, from the courts and our grounds, and I hear people saying that, hey, this time, of course,
the Bible can. Bible can say, yeah. People are heartless. Just a to the bad dia obe feel it. But a to be an alternate dia. One idea obe feel it. So I want Madam Akosua Serwaa to take consolation from the fact say the man died so that she can live a peaceful life. Because to men build you be. What I say?
Yeah.
Na so anani bibi. The family ni betray Akosua Serwaa. The family members including Mama Noa, sister Noa, a friend say, Enesina, including her, Akosua Brempoma, because revelations be a buyer Noa. What I say? Almost so normalize it. Say, oh, side check is you better me the nakasa.
And of course, would you say whoever that is supporting the other side, have something to gain?
Yeah.
But the rightful woman,
yes,
so supported now, rightfully now, so she decides to give you something or not.
Yeah.
But here the lady knows that no.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, here more lobby.
Yep.
Now Amana Sabe, you're waiting us. Yep. So a percentage.
Yes.
One more bed. So I'm not surprised.
Thankfully, Omomudi Odobroni China so ye jeja womo because of Subam Pony. Asha was sem. Almost said vagina comma mema. Almost so nyina no enim guase taretare almost vagina ejare wo mo. How would they know better? How would they know better? They wouldn't. What I say, and me, one of the things growing up say, me making me who say, obi owokunu. Why say me who say or the same na me no matter baby I met Drew because it downplays the principle and me uphold. It downplays it. It is a wound what bakono di wa so kra no a. What did person mention say later you got to know. And what you got to know, no, what did you do with it? It's Ohemaa Lumba had to die for Akosua Serwaa to be liberated. Lumba had to die. Say be Akosua Serwaa and who pain I went home for almost 30-something years of her life. No?
Ohemaa Woyegye.
I want her to take consolation because when baby, Andra, Aisha Modi. Is it Aisha Modi, right?
Yeah, Aisha Modi. She loves Starboy.
Yes. She says something for the first time.
I realized people commented and said, no, for the first time, yes. She love is making a lot of positive.
Because what she said, they say who couldn't break the sanctity, right? Yeah. Sanctity of your marriage. Yeah. Constantly. What you say, no, the baba, at a point, you know, you will say,
what brand?
Even
though you don't bother much about what
because said you sit here say it
will not be worth it.
It concentrate on your kids, and I feel say Aisha couldn't have put everything that you said.
Sister. Must we say a man or mobile trainer or munti a janumuja ye? Now your mommy had to suffer alone.
I'm telling you, single parents
and all that.
Yes.
Now your papa no chele at the time. Obefa ma 1 2 3 ni bia be woni ade. Now say later about bedru say the title kekeo. This one that we are talking, it not be anything. It be just the title as a woman who has stood over the years as a wife, gone through all the challenges our rear your film. Obi awari bia related to what we are discussing. I just obi awari
any baby mamas, no.
Of course, they don't have that.
They don't exactly.
They don't
because they are okay.
So arguments, no. It is because they have not experienced it. They have not. If they have, they would understand Akosua Serwaa. They would and they will not just make unnecessary condemnation of calling her irresponsible. No, that's the thing I
irresponsible.
Like seriously, we are a joke.
I'm telling you,
we are not serious.
Property you will never have it. And now every crowd Japan but I pray and I say ube worry or bear my fofro. No so did not deny day. A beat you in every you will never be happy. Causing that woman pain. You will never be happy because not and I'll whether traditionally or legally. Say a friend say Ohemaa say worry legally. CSC 2004 no worry. Meboa.
Yeah.
Ewo embremu. Ewo Germany. That's 21 years and asane e kanwa. You see worry odobroni time be. 2010. Allegedly. It's worry even what now worry any nyina ba ya ansa na wo de neighbor. There's no justification for that. It's every single pain that you are causing Akosua Serwaa no. Odobroni, you will face it 10 million times. And the sad and over that won't pass. A bonsano can say, Adia me dear mammy. Adia me dear mammy, because with him, she was just looking on. Go ya catch us or call beba.
Exactly my point. Oh, because no. What himself
Obekwaba. Now so abrase 2018 or decide this will be Jai Bearman. And go nya obi. Eso di musa mame. Jiwa japade half neko kasabre ko dobroni ben
eno na yam from so a Akosua Serwaa ya eye me yama
na wonim se ye ka che ne se sa na aware tie
eye me yama mama no papa
oba uka so obeja o uja ya kwahe na se one Charles
obrego ya o
obeba o Charles di obeba sa the sen ko
obeba no asan beba nyu fofra
asama what you say pupumi na wo de
me la chance
friend say Charles Kojofo so otena hoyi wo hye ma ni mienu a from Omo week to Omo ntade shim it tells you say he was a terrible human being.
Why?
Now Lumba din awaji ne ho kire ne yire
what you say ohia ne yire no mo ne yire no a
what you say
e na de ya force de aka ho
na wo hye odobroni na wo hye mame Akosua Serwaa omo depict obi a
Lumba yire no sa wo ho just en kase ye hu shepe
but wo hu despite yire
Ambacha de
maybe one despite here. One who could join here. Okay, my brown the level of the musicians. One who could join here. One who man married that Amachi the day.
Yeah.
One Amachi the day is one manner. Me salute no. Amachi the day. No matter what, ne yiri oba marry.
Angel.
Man marry. Sa na kwadwantwi. So oba meboa rockling.
Yeah.
One fani ndi agro.
Come up.
So mu wo side pieces bi mpokora no a they will let you know say where there. Then na abre. Shame on Dada Lumba, and I'm glad he's dead.
Well, according to Saliman, on a reaction towards verdict anano ifiada. Modi aba bese sane ma wo kro ma se obi amfa ne honnyim se kawa no fa so he papa bia na eja manu aba haban wo wi ase enti Sally then and you're done, right?
Yes, I'm done.
You've made it
and I make sure say
yeah
ma
e man na wa no to omo for ma me
what it is say me I feel say
yeah
sanyama we nyina e kire say don't make a man your all because they are not doing the same for you. Aware na wotina mu no me tell say me mofra.
I love your tree though.
What you say? Me tell me mofra. In as much as say bia be ma be ya ade ade ama wo mu no. Me akasa me ye bi ma wo mu because be ma onya ko boss rutu agon bia ba akwa. Forget for wo mbofra.
O sia okrada.
What you say? Be forget it.
Mu kra na hi.
Oh sir, I'm working.
My
say
lord.
Be ya metumi ye
I love you, Sally.
Ama me mofra. Say be ya so okoju oba fofo bi achi a. Ya meka say enkura no kura no.
Wonu di sisi mu no ade hia na at that point.
So I say, enti no ana me so no. When you are able to build something for your own self, be ma wo kura pressure pade ho.
Exactly.
Pressure pade ho. What you say? Ana ye no so ekita Bible no. What we know ni say, sanya ma we nya kakituwa bi.
Yeah.
Na free ho. To pray ho. Ti Madam Akosua Serwaa, me so minim so wo Germany fie wo few things I only Dada Lumba ye. Take consolation in the fact say you built a man that later became ungrateful. You built a man. What you say? We are saying you idolize na because of wo wuntino. What you say? Wo boni odia ye wuntino oda ho yare so fire. You should be grateful. You should be grateful, say. No, but unim boni aye no. Obi wi ade a se ebunum owu.
Yeah.
Enye na ketia no wanya wo ho no. Asado Nyankopon aketia so beba no. Wanya na ketia wo ho, o se boni aketia ne den. Wo.
Okay.
But what did I make na say? Enti Lumba atua ne boni a wotena wiase so ne den. Eka. Enti emma because from the little that I've gathered, Lumba was everything for Akosua Serwaa. Everything for Akosua Serwaa.
Yeah.
Enti no, don't make a man everything of your life. Live your life.
Na se BBC.
A vow.
Yeah.
He's a human being. He can break it.
Exactly.
Sebeya.
Timenya ukunu wadi.
No.
So BBN. We investment to be.
What you say?
Be careful.
Because owa.
Surprises to me
about. Be show say you are not the only person in Pokro de Wawo. And all the people supporting Akosua Serwaa shall be well with you. Because mama no.
Amen.
Amen. Unim adia ba Akosua mpese wo ye.
Omo ye nipa o obi o support Akosua Serwaa bia.
Unim adia mpese Ohemaa Woyegye.
Yeah.
Mpese wo sa true book. Title Akosua Serwaa.
It won't be bad at all.
Na sika na wa lusi wo. Be ma sisifo na wa wu no ho no.
Ontwa ye ntiremu.
Ka wo onkyiremu.
Na we are sense.
No, so fan building home up.
Great. A very solid one.
This is Angel.
That I said that was Saliman. Yeah, that's. I was share my comment today, baby. Me over 1,000 comments. TikTok and Facebook, I deja. And she said, yeah, we'll be a man and in now one eye open. Black Sheriff.